President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has underscored the importance of securing a steady supply of goods, controlling prices, and organizing markets to ease the burden on citizens during Ramadan. In a meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Finance Minister Ahmed Kushuk, the President reviewed Ramadan preparations, including strategic food reserves and social protection packages. These initiatives aim to support vulnerable families until June 2025, with salary and pension increases set to take effect in July. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has expressed his heartfelt wishes for a swift and full recovery of Pope Francis following his recent health setback. In a Facebook post, the Egyptian leader hoped for the Pope's safe return to his followers so as he may continue his mission of promoting love, peace, and tolerance among nations. This comes as Pope Francis remains in critical condition after suffering a prolonged asthmatic respiratory crisis linked to pneumonia and a complex lung infection. An Egyptian source confirmed that mediators have secured an agreement to release all Palestinian detainees, a process that was initially scheduled for last week. The release will take place alongside the return of the bodies of 4 Israeli detainees, with Egypt overseeing the entire process. The Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has firmly rejected any proposals that bypass Egypt and the Arab stance on Gaza's temporary administration. The ministry reiterated Egypt's unwavering position, calling for Israel's withdrawal from occupied Palestinian territories and the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. It warned that partial solutions would only prolong the conflict rather than achieve a lasting resolution. Egypt also stressed that Gaza, the West Bank, and East Jerusalem must be under full Palestinian sovereignty and administration. "249 aid trucks carrying medical and food supplies have entered Gaza from Egypt. Al-Qahira News reported that among the trucks, 14 trucks were loaded with fuel. The aid convoy crossed into Gaza through the Kerem Abu Salim and Al-Auja border crossing, coinciding with the ceasefire and its implementation. Foreign Minister Badr Abdel-Ati has discussed Syria's stability, Lebanon's political development, and the necessity of combating terrorism in the region. This came during his meeting with the leader of Iraq's National Wisdom Movement, Ammar al-Hakim, where Abdel-Ati reaffirmed Egypt's support for Iraq's security and stability, highlighting the progress in bilateral relations. They discussed joint cooperation programs, Egypt, Jordan, Iraq trilateral collaboration, and ongoing efforts to ensure Gaza's ceasefire sustainability. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdel-Ati has emphasized Egypt's efforts in Gaza's ceasefire stabilization and called for increased EU humanitarian aid. This came during his phone call with the High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs, Kaja Kallas. Abdel-Ati praised the growing Egypt-EU relations and highlighted the important role the High Representative plays in strengthening its partnership. Abdel-Ati emphasized support for Egypt's recovery and reconstruction plans in Gaza. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has expressed hope that the upcoming Arab summit in Cairo will contribute in resolving the Gaza crisis. During a press conference after meeting with Qatar's Emir, Lavrov warned that the displacement of Palestinians would turn the region into a ticking time bomb and undermine the two-state solution. He also criticized Israel for violating agreements with Lebanon and Hamas and expressed concerns about European interference in Ukraine negotiations.
Соглашениями с Хамас и с Ливаном, и которые, в общем-то, создают факты на земле, противоречия.
Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abulghait has strongly condemned the recent Israeli airstrikes and attacks on Syrian territories, describing them as a reckless provocation. Abulghait stated that these actions exploit Syria's political transition to establish illegal and unlawful realities. He emphasized that Israel's occupation of Syrian land violates international law and called on the international community to condemn this unprovoked aggression. The Arab League expressed solidarity with Syria in facing Israeli aggression. Egypt has marked the 50th anniversary of restoring diplomatic relations with Portugal, expressing deep appreciation for the strong ties between the two countries. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that Egyptian-Portuguese relations have seen significant progress over the past 5 decades across various sectors. It added that the two nations have worked closely in international forums to support peace, stability, and security at regional and global levels. Egypt reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening ties with Portugal, ensuring continued collaboration for mutual benefit. The Parliament has issued a formal request for information demanding immediate action to combat the growing problem of online fraud. Investigations revealed that a criminal network led by 3 foreign nationals residing in Egypt and connected to an international network was responsible for the fraud. The committee urged the government to expedite the submission of its draft law, as Parliament has been awaiting these amendments since 2019. The Ministry of Housing has announced a strong reception for the Your Home in Egypt initiative, with $2.5 million in reservation deposits received just 48 hours after online bookings opened for its first phase. Launched in December 2024, the initiative aims to give Egyptians living abroad the chance to buy residential units. The government aims to generate $500 million in revenue from the sale of 5,000 residential units through the initiative, which is part of its broader strategy to generate $2 billion in revenue from its real estate export platform this year.